Now, I think that there were at least two meetings with the Queen, one in the gardens of Windsor just before the funeral, and a further private one-to-one meeting between Harry and the Queen. So this has been an opportunity for something of a family reconciliation. Harry's incredibly fond of his grandmother. They share a very close relationship. It would have been very important to him that he got to have some time with his grandmother before he went back to LA. You know, this was, of course, a private meeting, and I think there's a great sensitivity over any conversations that are happening between Harry and his family members, because everything blew up when details of his peace talks with William were suddenly broadcast on the American airwaves. So, as you might expect, it's being kept very tight, it's being kept very close. No details of these conversations are being leaked. But it is safe to say that there were meetings with family members. Well, it was Prince Charles's idea to get the boys together after the wake. There really wasn't any time, given that Prince Harry was in self-isolation for those days leading up to the funeral, for them to get together. But after the funeral, there was an opportunity, and it was Charles's idea for them to take a walk around the grounds of Windsor Castle, where they were outside, so obviously adhering to COVID regulations, where they couldn't be eavesdropped upon, and where it was just the three of them. So I think it was quite an important meeting. As I say, it was Charles's suggestion. William was also there, and Harry was very happy to go along with that. And that really was the first time that the three of them, father and son, were able to come together and have a private, informal meeting. Well, I think the hope is that these conversations will continue. I mean, this was just an icebreaker. Anyone thinking that everything has been resolved at a wake, I think is sadly, misguided. It's going to take more than one or two conversations, but I think this is a significant start. Let's not forget that before Harry arrived in the UK, all conversations had basically ceased. So this was the icebreaker, this was the baby step. And yes, it is everyone's hope, not least the Queen, that these conversations will continue productively, and crucially not be leaked to the media. Things were not going to be resolved in one or two family meetings. So while this has been an important step, I think there's still quite a way to go. The idea that Harry's suddenly going to come round to William's way of thinking and vice versa, I think is a way off. I think there do need to be more conversations. There's clearly still a lot of hurt, a lot of resentment, and a degree of mistrust, I think, on both parts. So it's early days, but I think the hope is that come July, when we are hoping to see the brothers stand once again shoulder by shoulder to unveil the statue in memory of their mother, that the relationship will be stronger and in a better place. The unveiling of the Diana statue is going to be an important date. It's firmly cemented in both of the brothers' calendars. Well, we don't know if Meghan will be coming over for the unveiling of the statue. We do know that this baby is due in the summer. We think it's June, but of course, she was late with her first pregnancy. Archie was a week overdue. So if she's late this time round, I think it really rules out any long-haul travel to the UK. But it's very much the hope that Harry will be here, and I think everyone is hoping that we will see the brothers shoulder by shoulder to unveil that statue in memory of their mother. Diana always said to them, boys, stay close, don't ever fall out. She would be devastated that that is what's happened, and she would be wanting them to be there together for that unveiling of the statue in her honour. Well, I think Kate played a big part in getting William and Harry talking, and you could see when she went to speak to Harry after the funeral, he visibly relaxed, his shoulders dropped, he just looked relieved to be included, because I think up until that point, he felt very much like he was getting the cold shoulder from most of his royal relatives. Kate's really gone out of her way to be a peacemaker and to help the brothers get back on track. I think the idea of seeing this reprisal of the Fab Four, Harry and Meghan, William and Kate, is really so far down the future. It's almost quite hard to even envisage it at the moment. So much has happened. There is so much hurt on either side. I think the first step is William and Harry getting the relationship back on track. I know it was always Harry's intention that his children would be close to William and Kate's children. He wanted them to grow up close as families. There is now an ocean between them. I think there will be a reconciliation, and I think we will see the four of them together on occasions in the future.